T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. It's a depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. My life has value.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Global Watchman News. My name is Lori Swan. I hope you are all doing well. If you are in the live chat, we do ask to keep it family friendly. There will be moderators in there to make sure that we stay within the terms of service put forth to us by the platforms we're utilizing tonight, which is YouTube and Facebook. If you're new to the YouTube channel, welcome. Take a minute to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you know when we go live. If you're new over on Facebook, please like the page, share the page, and share the video and get it out on your social media. We are still being shadow banned over there. We're not growing, as we used to push to grow the page really quickly. And, we've scaled that back because it kind of shoots us in the foot in the end game. But we still, would like to get the information out there. So again, welcome. All right, tonight's topic. I have wanted to talk about Elon Musk for a long time, but I just couldn't put my finger on him. He is a conundrum. He is literally, I don't know about him. it's going to sound crazy, but is he even human? I mean, at this point, I don't know. He's quirky. I'll give him that. Eccentric, very charismatic. So yeah, it's he's an interesting person, and with everything, he's got his finger on a lot of things, from Starlink to SpaceX to the Tesla cars, and now Twitter. Yeah. And a lot of people have been wondering, is when he first purchased the majority shares over on Twitter. We watched both the left and the right begin to get very vocal about it. The left were, tweeting, complaining, I'm leaving, blah, blah, blah. The right were essentially praising Musk and labeling him some sort of, hero. He's going to, purchase Twitter. We're going to have our First Amendment rights back. We're not going to get censored. We're not, but what if, I mean, George Carlin said that these people they're in a big club. And we're not part of it. And Elon is in that same group. He's in that same club that we are not a part of. So, given the things that he's involved in, you have to ask yourself, does he have the best interest of humanity at heart? I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say the answer to that is most likely no, not at all. Let's get into who he is, shall we? And I've got a lot of stuff here. I'm going to have so many links for you guys to take a look at and get your information. Let's see here. So, that's not that one. This is the one I want. Okay, so first off, that's not it either. Here it is. First off, I'm going to take a look at his name. Let's take a look at his name. Here's his name. His name is Elon Reeve Musk. FRS. That's how he signs his name. FRS. Which I thought was quite interesting because what is FRS? So I did a little bit of digging. And FRS stands for Fellow of the Royal Society. So his name is Elon Reeve Musk, Fellow of the Royal Society. We're going to get that. That's going to play into it quite a bit. All right. First off, we're going to let's look at just an overview, slight overview of his life and who he is. And we're going to use Wikipedia only because it just throws everything in for me. I don't have to, keep plopping back and forth. I do have other pages pulled up. We're going to go in here. So Elon Reeve Musk was born June 28th, 1971. He is an entrepreneur, an investor, a business magnate. He's a founder, CEO, and chief engineer at SpaceX, angel investor, CEO, and product architect of Tesla Inc., founder of the Boring Company, and a co-founder of Neuralink and OpenAI. With an estimated worth of around $252 billion as of this month, Musk is the wealthiest person in the world, according to both the Bloomberg Billionaires Index and Forbes Real-Time Billionaires List. Musk was born to a Canadian mother and white South African father and raised in Pretoria, South Africa. He briefly attended the University of Pretoria before moving to Canada at the age of 17. He matriculated at Queen's University and transferred to the University of Pennsylvania 2 years later, where he received a bachelor's degree in economics and physics. He moved to California in 1995 and attended Stanford University, but decided instead to pursue a business career, co-founding the web software company Zip2 with his brother Kimball. The startup was acquired by Compaq for $307 million in 1999. The same year, Musk co-founded online bank XCOM, which merged with Confinity in 2000 to form PayPal. The company was bought by eBay in 2002 for $1.5 billion. In 2002, Musk founded SpaceX, an aerospace manufacturer and space transport service company in which he is the CEO and chief engineer. In 2004, he joined the electric vehicle manufacturer Tesla Motors, now Tesla Inc., as chairman and product architect, becoming its CEO in 2008. In 2006, he helped create Solar City, a solar energy services company that was later acquired by Tesla to become Tesla Energy. In 2015, he co-founded OpenAI, a nonprofit research company that promotes friendly artificial intelligence. In 2016, he co-founded Neuralink, a neurotechnology company focused on developing brain-computer interfacing, and founded The Boring Company, a tunnel construction company. He also agreed to purchase the major American social media network service Twitter in 2022 for $44 billion. Musk has proposed the Hyperloop and high-speed VAC train transportation system. Musk has been criticized for making unscientific and controversial statements. In 2018, he was sued by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission for falsely tweeting that he had secured funding for a private takeover of Tesla. He settled with the SEC but did not admit guilt, temporarily stepping down from its chairmanship and agreeing to limitations on his Twitter usage. In 2019, he won a defamation trial brought against him by a British caver who advised in the Tham Long cave rescue. Musk has also been criticized for spreading misinformation about the thing we're not supposed to talk about, and for his other views on such matters as artificial intelligence, cryptocurrency, and public transportation. That's a brief thing about his life. Now, he was born, and I'm just going to talk about this a little bit because I think this holds a lot into his. Well, you'll see it when I read this to you. So it says again that he was born. His mother, Mae Musk, a model, a dietitian, was born in Saskatchewan, Canada, but she was raised in South Africa. His father was Errol Musk, a white South African electromechanical engineer, pilot, sailor, consultant, and property developer who was once a half owner of the Zambian emerald mine near Lake Tanganyika. Musk has a younger brother, Kimball, younger sister, Tosca. His maternal grandfather, Joshua Haldeman, was an adventurous American-born Canadian who took his family on record-breaking journeys in single-engine Blanca airplane to Africa and Australia. Musk has British and Pennsylvania Dutch ancestry. When Musk was a child, I don't need to read that. Where is it? Right here. His family was very wealthy. In Elon's youth, Errol Musk once was quoted as saying, "We had so much money at times we couldn't even close our safe." After his parents divorced in 1980, Musk mostly lived with his father in Pretoria and elsewhere, a choice made 2 years after the divorce and subsequently regretted. Musk has become estranged from his father, whom he describes as, and this is a quote, "a terrible human being. Almost every evil thing you could possibly think of, he has done." Does the apple fall far from the tree? You've probably seen this going around social media. Now, I'm going to tell you something. If you look up this picture and you put a Google search in for these two individuals, this picture will come up. And of course, they're going to have Snopes and all the fact checkers say that this isn't true. This never happened. This is not a real picture. Yet, like I said, I've got a lot here, so give me a second. Okay, so they're saying this is not true. I've had this picture in my files for a number of years. Back in 2019, when I did a video on Ghislaine Maxwell on our original channel, this picture was included in it. So that's how long I've known about this picture. And the fact that people like Snopes and the fact checkers are running damage control for this picture made me look into it a little bit more, because I'm thinking, well, why would a fake picture of him and Ghislaine Maxwell be put out in 2019 is when I got it. Who knows? I don't even know when it was. Well, I think we'll find out in the article that I found. Long before, anything was going on, So I went and I did a little bit of research. Of course, I lost it again. That's just me today. And this is what I found. So apparently the picture is true. It's real. But Elon is claiming that Ghislaine Maxwell photobombed him when confronted with a photo from 2014 Vanity Fair. So that picture is not even a current picture. It's a 2014 picture, long before anything was released publicly having to do with Epstein's Island, the Lolita Express, the Little Black Book, the names that were listed, anything. So that's why I was like, well, that's quite interesting, because that would lead to believe that, why is Snopes and why is, the fact checkers, why are they trying so hard to cover this up? And then reading about the fact that he said that his father, and I quoting that again, he said that he was a terrible human being. Almost every evil thing you could possibly think of, he's done. Well, you spend so much time with his father, and you've got him rubbing elbows with people like Ghislaine Maxwell. Now, I don't know if his name is on the list of guests on the island. Wouldn't probably be too hard to find out. I just ran out of time before I had to come live. So, yeah. He did tweet this picture and say that he was photobombed. You know what? And he very well could have been photobombed. He very well could have been. Okay. Not saying that that he wasn't, but this picture's been around since 2000 and what did I say? 14. And now he's just coming out and trying to say that. I don't know. Elon Musk was once again forced to distance himself from the Jeffrey Epstein Ghislaine Maxwell storm, explaining that a 2014 photo of him with the Epstein one-time girlfriend in Vanity Fair party was due to her photobombing him. Musk took to Twitter to respond to a comment about a photo of himself and Maxwell smiling for a photo. I don't know Ghislaine at all, he declared in the tweet. She photobombed me once at a Vanity Fair party several years ago. Real question is why Vanity Fair invited her in the first place. Maxwell, Epstein's former girlfriend, procured young girls for him. Yeah, we know about that. And funny how they used this image of Elon. Huh. I'm sorry, I'm reading a comment. You've been banned from, Facebook. Gotcha. Okay. I'm like, what are you trying to say? Gotcha. Okay. Anyways. No problem. Okay, so, it's funny that they used this image of him, Now, even though he always denied knowing Epstein or Maxwell outright, they obviously have been in the same places elbowing with the same people. And when I was researching him a while back, I came across a video, and I can't find it now, but it was kind of I think it was on Facebook, because at night when I'm laying in bed and I can't sleep, I can't listen to videos. So what I do is I go over on Facebook and I'll watch videos because a lot of them have the subtitles. And so I believe it was one, it was said like 10 things you didn't know about Elon Musk and, his girlfriend Grimes. And one of them was that it gave a list of requirements that you had to fulfill if you wanted to be his girlfriend. One, you had to be blonde. Two, you had to be under a certain age. You had to put him first. You couldn't have a career. You could never cancel any event, and any plans. You could never cancel. It was just kind of quirky things. But the one thing that I noticed was, when you get to be a certain age and you're a guy and a woman too, because I'm not going to pick sides here because it's creepy on both sides. When you get to be a certain age and you start dating either a man or a woman who looks like they could be your daughter, son, grandson, granddaughter, it gets kind of creepy. It's kind of, that's kind of interesting. I understand men and women do go through midlife crisis, and many people have been there, but it's kind of interesting. So hold on a second, I got a cough. Pardon me. Okay. So where is it? Like I said, I got a lot here pulled up. Okay. So let's talk about, let's pull this up again. Oops, this one. Okay, so now Elon, he's gone to college. He's gone and he's started to put a name out for himself in the scientific community, and all of a sudden, he is now. Hold on a second. That's not the one I want. Oh, geez, please. That's what I got when I got about 25 links pulled up for you guys tonight. What is it? Elon Musk. There we go. Here it is. Okay. So let's take a look at this one here. Okay. Here's the Royal Society. Okay. Now, what is the Royal Society? Well, the Royal Society is an independent scientific academy of the United Kingdom dedicated to promoting excellence in science for the benefit of humanity. Again, it's a big club, and a lot of notorious people are in it. Some members, let me see if I can find the membership. Right here. Some members are Charles, the Prince of Wales, which, okay. If it's dedicated, and we see it right here in the description from the Royal Society, it's an independent scientific academy. Okay, that's great. Okay, that puts out there what it is and what the people associated with the fellowship, who they are. But some of the members of our Prince Charles, Princess Anne, Duke of Kent, which is Prince Edward, Prince William, the Duke of Cambridge, and Prince Andrew, the Duke of York. They are all members of this Royal Fellowship. Others that were in there were Stephen Hawking, Isaac Newton, Jennifer Giordano, Bill Bryson, David Attenborough, It's a who's who among people. Like I said, Isaac Newton, Charles Darwin. I mean, this is how far it goes back. It was created and started in 1663. So you can imagine from that time forward how many people. Charles Darwin, Michael Faraday, Albert Einstein, Winston Churchill. Let's see. Just reading through the names here. Like I said, Stephen Hawking. And a lot of those names are associated with the scientific community. In the Fellow of Royal Society wiki page, it says that these people that join there, that are members, have to have substantial contribution to the improvement of natural knowledge, including mathematics, engineering science, and medical science. And the royal family, Charles, Anne, Edward, William, and Prince Andrew, I don't really think qualify to even be members of it. So that would lead me to believe that there is, just like every other society out there, two societies. There's the public society, which is what we see, and what this page that I have right now would represent. This would represent the public aspect of the society. And then we have the hidden or the secret society part of it, which would be, the people of the royal family, those people that I talked about, Winston Churchill, people like that, who really didn't really make a contribution to the scientific community, but yet we're still members of it. And we see that a lot in a lot of these secret societies. You have the public aspect of it and you have the private aspect of it. Depends on who you are, as far as, how you climb the ranks, or you have, you're privy to anything. Okay, but Elon Musk, this is CEO and the founder of SpaceX, Tesla, Neuralink, and Boring Company. And he is a member of this. Doesn't say what year he became a member. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, it does. 2018. So he became a fellow. And that's why when he signs his name now, he can take the letters FRS after his name as a signature. So, yeah. All right. So let's move on to, we already went through his biography. We already did that. We know pretty much all of his accomplishments. And let's go to this one. All right. Let's talk a little bit about his accomplishments here. So Elon Musk is the founder of Neuralink, not to be confused with Starlink. Starlink is the satellite, low orbit satellites that we see, the string of lights that come across the sky. You can track them on the, there's a website you can go on. You can find exactly where it is and watch them. I've watched them many times fly over various places. I think I saw him one time about a year ago, flying over, I don't even know where we were, or Yellowstone or something that night, Montana somewhere. Saw him flying over. We've seen him flying over, many places. And so not to be confused with Starlink, but Neuralink is a brain chip that will be similar in complexity level to smartwatches, which now what Elon is trying to do is he's trying to help, which I get. Hey, you know what? More power to you. My mom had a spinal cord injury. I can greatly appreciate anybody who's trying to assist people with getting past, any sort of spinal cord brain injury. More power to you. But when you sit there and you start talking about, downloading a person into a computer, or melding clay with iron, as in the book, the Bible, the book Daniel, that's kind of raises suspicions for me, because where do you end that kind of thing? Elon Musk is helping to build a surveillance state around us and has a major role in technical takeover while you're tweeting about freedom, and the masses are eating it up. Yeah. Mr. Neuralink just bought the metadata and innermost thoughts of billions of people. He did. While everybody's sitting there, saying, oh, he just bought Twitter. We're going to, First Amendment rights are back. We're not going to be censored. Think of it this way. He just bought all your metadata. Everything about you. You already know through Facebook and all the other social medias that they data mine us. They have files on all of us, pretty much personality packets on all of us. They know a certain way we're going to react. They know what advertisements to put up on your Facebook news feed. How many of you guys have been? I saw a joke the other day on Facebook. It said, I don't even have to remember what I'm looking for at the store. I just think about it and it pops up on my Facebook. It's true. And here's something even weirder. Dave and I don't share a Facebook. I mean, we share a modem. We share the internet when he's home. Okay, when he's home. But he's out on the road a lot and he's not hooked up to my internet. Last week, he was out on the road and we were talking about getting a new toilet seat for our upstairs bathroom. And I said to him, I would like to get a padded one because, at my age, I want a padded toilet seat. And he was like, okay. He goes, why don't you look into it? Because I think they have a Menards. Why don't you go take a look? Guys, he was out on the road and all of a sudden it pops up on my phone in Facebook and talking about, getting padded toilet seats. So we know that there's some sort of link into our social media, I don't even know. I mean, at this point, with all of the nanotechnology that's in our food, that's in our water, do we have some sort of link? Are we hooked up to something even on a minuscule level? I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to know that. But, I mean, you have to question it. You seriously have to question it. So another one says, a man making billions pushing neuro implants, a satellite surveillance system, and electronic vehicles that will assist the globalist net zero agenda buys part of social media platform and tells you it's to give you more freedom of speech. And you believe him. I don't believe him. So why did he buy it? Here's my theory. You might not like it. So Elon Musk purchases Twitter right about the same time, or was in the works of buying Twitter. He had bought the majority shares of Twitter. Okay. Right around the same time, Donald Trump's Truth Social went live. Oh, by the way, I've got my Truth Social. So if you're on it, hit me up. And there's rumors that now Elon's talking about, well, I'm going to buy Facebook next. Okay, whatever. A lot of the conservatives are now racing back because the only reason why they went to Truth Social was because Twitter was getting so bad. Twitter and Facebook were getting so bad with the censorship that we all kind of flocked over to Truth Social to have that's freedom of speech again. Well, now that Twitter is being purchased by Mr. Elon, and he's toting I'm going to unban a lot of people. We're going to lighten up on this. We're going to do all this. So people are now flocking back. I got a cough again. Sorry. Thank you. So now people are all flocking back to Twitter. What if, and this is a what if situation, what if that's the plan? What if the plan all along is for him to draw people away from from Truth Social, to essentially bankrupt it to where, because remember MeWe? Yeah. MeWe was big for a little bit, few months, and now it's just crickets over there. There's a couple other ones too that I can't think of at the moment. But, we were all excited that, oh, we have a platform. And then, now we've got Twitter back. And I know a lot of people prefer Twitter. I myself don't like Twitter because I can't put all my thoughts into that little tiny box. If you've read some of my posts, I can't. But what if his ultimate evil plan is to pull people away from Truth Social, get everybody back on Twitter, bankrupt Truth Social, have Truth Social go out of business, and then sell Twitter to China? Well, what do you think that would happen? Or do you think would happen then? Kind of a, food for thought. What if he were to sell it to China? It's food for thought, I got another thing here about Elon that somebody shared with me over on Facebook. Okay. Identity number 1. He's a transhumanist. In 2017, Musk spoke at the World Government Summit in Dubai. Think of the limbic system, the animal brain, and the cortex as the thinking part of the brain, and your digital self is a third layer. If you die, your digital ghost is still around. All of their emails and social media that still lives if they die. Musk can fix this by inserting a chip into your brain to interface to the digital world, putting all knowledge at your instant disposal. It would also pull all of your information at their disposal. And it says, oh, wait, Musk already has a company called Neuralink ready to do that and chip the world. Number 2, he's a technocrat. At his company, Tesla, Musk crowns himself with the title of Techno King. In addition to his role as CEO. This is probably not surprising in that he grew up in a technocrat home in South Africa before eventually ending up in the United States as the richest person in the world. Musk's grandfather, Joshua Haldeman, DC, was a grand poobah of Technocracy in Canada during the 1930s and 1940s. Musk has repeatedly said that robots are going to take over all of the meaningful jobs in society, which will necessitate universal basic income for everyone. UBI was the original concept of technocracy from the 1930s. Grandpa was an innovator, wasn't he? Identity number 3, he's a space pioneer. Elon Musk doesn't believe in man-made global warming. Instead, he thinks the real danger is in the expansion of the sun that will cook everyone on Earth. The only answer, he says, is to leave the planet Earth and to flee to outer space, first stop Mars. Musk puts his money where his mouth is, having built his own rocket ship company, SpaceX. Identity number 4 is an eccentric fatherhood. Currently at age 50, Musk has fathered 8 children. His first marriage to Justine Wilson produced 5 children, but the firstborn died. The next 2, Griffin and Xavier, were twins, and the next 3, Kai, Saxton, and Damien, were triplets. Currently, Musk has 2 additional children from his girlfriend, who is a self-described pagan witch, transhumanist, and technocrat. Born Claire Elise Boucher, she first changed her name to Grimes, but now addresses herself as simply C. Her first male child with Musk was, and we all know it was that crazy name, the XAEA, whatever. They call him X for short. And she recently received a daughter named Exa Dark Citadel, or simply Y, born to a surrogate mother in December of 2021. I don't know if anybody knew that, but they had broken up late last year. Him and Grimes had broken up, but apparently they had another child together and named that one as weird as the first one. A techno-punk pop rave musician and singer, Grimes has over 2.1 million Instagram fans. One post stated, "I spend 2 to 4 hours in my deprivation tank. This allows me to astroglide to other dimensions, past, present, and future." In 2020, the Irish Times provided some interesting insight into the Musk-Grimes affair. A fan on her Reddit page describes the 32-year-old as a hybrid of a fairy, a witch, and a cyborg, pretty much Musk's dream girl. And she has talked about going through a Wiccan phase in 7th grade. Yeah, she's probably special, that's for sure, Musk says, with his lifting South African accent. She's one of the most unusual people I've ever met. I wonder how it works with these two such exotic birds. We've had this debate of, are you more crazy than me or am I more crazy than you? Musk says. Identity number 5, champion of free speech. Elon Musk says he wants to say free speech, but has never clarified how he defines free speech. This is problematic given his eccentric views on so many controversial technologies and ideas. The Verge wonders if Musk can be taken seriously. And if this really is Musk's bid to say free speech, you have to wonder why he's not looking at some other bigger options. On the other hand, this is a truly groundbreaking troll, and maybe all that's all it's meant to be, except Jack Dorsey is laughing his head off. I wonder too. Perhaps we should reverse the game and have only the fake Elon Musk stand up. That would be most likely his identity number 5. And it doesn't continue because his identity number 5 is kind of what I said at the top of the show when I said, I don't even think he's human. I don't know. I know that he's a very interesting man. I look at his eyes and I don't really see too much behind it. And I don't mean that in a bad way. And I don't mean that in a good way. I mean that in a way that I don't know if he's human. Okay. I don't. But we shall see what's going on in the next few months. It'd be interesting. And if he does happen to someday sell Twitter to China, don't forget, I was the one that told you about that. I was the one that put that out there. So, all right, guys. That's all I got for us tonight. In just an hour and a little over, hour and 20 minutes, we're going to be over on Rise of the New World Order page, and I will pull that up for you. I don't know if Eric has the link up yet. If he is in the chat room, if he could, where the hell? Oh, that's weird. Why am I not signed in? Why can I not sign in on my computer? Oh, give me a second. Oh. Hold on a second, guys. Let me grab it. I had to change the password a couple weeks ago because somebody tried to get in our account after one of our shows. And I don't remember what it was. All right. Anyways, I'll put the link in the description below for you guys. I'm not going to do it right now. Look for it. But all right, that's all I got. Like I said, we'll be live over on the Rise of the New World Order channel in just a few minutes, hour and 40 minutes, or hour and 20 minutes. We're going to have Jeff Hayes, as always, Eric, myself, and we're going to have Greg Fernandez. I believe tonight's topic is the death of David Crowley. If you don't know who David Crowley is, and if you're interested in going over there, David Crowley was found, he was found dead with his daughter and his wife back in, I believe it was Christmas of 2014, or it was January 2015 that they were found. And he was creating a documentary called The Gray State. And what I'll do is I'll give you a little sneak peek of the trailer of The Gray State. If you're interested in coming over, I will put the link in the description area below for you guys to come over and to, hold on a second. Linda, I'm not looking at chat. Linda, can you grab the channel for me, or did you already do it? You're really quick on that. Yeah, I don't know why. You know what? Hold on a second. I can log in on my phone. I just don't know why I can't log into it on my computer. My channel. Oops. Share. Copy. Give me 2 seconds. More than one way to skin a cat. Okay, I'm going to send it to Debbie. You're the first one on my list for Facebook. I'm just going to drop it there so I can sign out of here. Go back into Global Watch News 2, my channel right there. And we're going to copy this. Copy. Here you go. Here's the channel. I will be over there in just a little while. Linda. Never mind. Linda got it. Thank you, Linda. All right. So here is the Gray State. This is the trailer. Unfortunately, it was never finished. But the man who was writing this was found dead with his wife, his wife, and his little girl. And we're going to talk about that. Greg Fernandez is one of the lead, experts on this topic. So.
Sit rep
Last night I dreamt about how things were.
Of every enemy of the state!
And then I woke up here.
Okay, so if you're interested in talking about the man behind that and the mystery that surrounds the deaths, we will be over on the other channel. I did just sign into it. Here we go. It's called The Rise of the New World Order. It's based off of books by Jeff Hayes, Rise of the New World Order, The Calling of Man. And he has 2 other books. Just the new one was just released as well. Still waiting on him to send me my next batch of books before I can get it out to everybody that needs it. I don't know if Eric did it last week or not. I will make sure that is taken care of. I know there's quite a few people. And I believe there's one in an email that I need to address as well. So All right, we will see you over there in about an hour. Until next time, guys, remember, just to let you know, tomorrow night, Sean's going to be here. All right. We had to reschedule it. He wasn't feeling well yesterday and all that. So we're going to have Sean Carone tomorrow night. I don't know what the topic is. Like I said, I think it's going to have something to do with artificial intelligence, Cynthia, talking about a lot of things we probably shouldn't be talking about, but we're going to anyway. So that'll be tomorrow night. I'll have that link up shortly as well. Until next time, guys, remember, eyes open, no fear.